How's it going, Bremerton? Josh Farley with the Kitsap Sun here, out on Wheaton Way with Trish Williams. We're recapping the Bremerton Bridge Blast. Also, we'll have a look ahead to the other fireworks shows that you can see around the area this week, and what's next for the Bridge Blast in the years to come on this week's edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number one today is about the fireworks show that most of you saw over the Port Washington Narrows this last Saturday night. The inaugural Bremerton Bridge Blast was just as billed, a 15-minute fireworks show that included a few surprises. I spoke with organizer Trish Williams today about how she felt things went on Saturday.
It was a very emotional moment for me to have that kind of an impact, and I appreciate it. And we're about right here at this point. And a lot of it was because there were limitations, you know, on the funds, and we didn't know what we could do and couldn't do. And we honestly didn't know what the turnout was going to be. But all I have to say, Josh, is the reports from everybody and seeing the community come together like that has just filled my heart. That piece of it, I have obtained my goal.
I was super happy that the waterfall went off very successful. That was something I've never done before. I've seen it on television for like shows in Australia, and I think we pulled it off pretty good, to be honest, so I'm pretty pleased.
It was a blast, and we put the boom in Bremerton. The excitement surrounding me, everybody was oohing and aahing, horns were honking. It was an excitement that we haven't had since maybe World War II.
Story number two. So, can we expect another Bremerton Bridge Blast in the years to come? The answer is a resounding yes, according to Williams.
We did get the green light, the okay from Mayor Patty. This was the inaugural show. We're now doing this from here on out.
I promise you we are going to do it bigger and better. What if we could do a second waterfall on the other side of the bridge, on the Evergreen Point side?
For all you folks that are watching and listening, and businesses, this is your warning. More staff, more food, because it's only going to get bigger. And we just want everyone to know that Bremerton is alive and well, and we are now a force to be reckoned with.
Story number three, the Bremerton Bridge Blast is not your only opportunity to see a big public fireworks show over this 4th of July weekend. Tonight in Poulsbo, the annual 3rd of July fireworks show takes place after dusk. And then on the 4th of July, you can watch public shows in Kingston, on Bainbridge Island and Eagle Harbor, in Suquamish at the Clearwater Casino, and finally from Port Orchard and Bremerton in Sinclair Inlet. The Rock the Dock concert series also kicks off on the 4th of July on the Louis Mentor Boardwalk. The headliner in the first show is Massey Ferguson, whose song Hello is being featured in this week's Bremerton Beat Blast. Story number four. I want everybody out there to remember that our 911 Dispatch Center, also known as Kitsap County Central Communications, or CENTCOM, will of course be flooded with calls over this holiday weekend. So, CENTCOM has actually set up a special number that you can call with fireworks or other complaints. That way, keeping the emergency lines open for those who need it.
We started the 4th of July non-emergency lower priority event line because in 2015 was an incredibly dry season, and the 911 center was like inundated with fire calls, fireworks calls, completely almost overwhelming. We're asking that the public determine, is this something that, if I can wait to report this, we're asking you to wait till after the 4th of July to report it. However, if it is an emergency, we want you to call 911.
And finally, story number five. If you get a sweet tooth over this holiday weekend, you might want to go check out the newest cupcake shop in all of Kitsap County. It's at the corner of Burwell and Pacific, and its grand opening happens to be on Independence Day.
We started this 5 years ago when my husband deployed, so now I've gotten so busy that we thought now was a good time with the kids in school. People say the cupcakes are soft, the frosting is not too sweet, and we specialize in cream cheese, not as much as the buttercream. Well, there'll be 9 flavors on the menu every day, and we'll do a gluten-free and a vegan every single day. Even just working in here, or I say several dozen people in here a day. They just walk right in and start talking to you. They're peeking in, they're taking pictures of the signs, so it's a lot of walking traffic here. We're hoping to open July 4th. We'll be open from 12 to 6 that day, and then after that we'll be open Sunday through Sunday with Tuesdays off, and most hours will be 11 to 5.
That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. A couple of more notes for you. From 3 to 5 p.m. on Saturday afternoon, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes will take place at Evergreen Rotary Park, an annual fundraiser that benefits the YWCA of Kitsap County. And next Tuesday at 7 p.m., that's July 11th, we'll be reopening the doors of the Roxy Theater for a mayoral debate between Bremerton Mayor Patty Lent, former Mayor Carrie Bozeman, and City Councilman Greg Wheeler. I hope that you're all able to attend. Have a great rest of your week and Independence Day, everybody, and we'll see you again next week.
It's good to see you all again, hello. It's good to see you all again, hello. It's good to see you all again, but you really